We are only 3 weeks away from the Money in the Bank pay-per-view event. Welcome everybody to another edition of SmackDown Live as we come to you tonight from Washington, DC. And there is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Tommaso Ciampa, set to kick things off. We are about to hear from the man that survived at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. He was able to outlast 5 other men to become the first WWE World Heavyweight Champion of this new calendar year. It is a time for celebration in the mind of the Psycho Killer. It wasn't too long ago when I walked in to the Elimination Chamber structure and I walked out with the World Heavyweight Championship. I survived the Elimination Chamber. I outlasted 5 other men. 5 other hungry competitors that wanted the World Heavyweight Championship around their waists. But I was the one that survived. I was the one that prevailed. I am Tommaso Ciampa, and I stand before you right now as the greatest professional wrestler of all time. And I stand here as your World Heavyweight Champion. And though he may look a little different, me and Goldie have reunited, and Goldie will never leave my side again. Well, the egotistical nature of Tommaso Ciampa certainly has not gone anywhere. Who will be the first man in line to challenge Ciampa for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship? We will find out in due time. Welcome back everybody to SmackDown Live, and it is now time for the first Money in the Bank qualifying match for the blue brand. Here comes the Apex Predator. There is Randy Orton. He's set for action.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from St. Louis, Missouri. Weighing in at 250 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton.
As somebody that has won the Money in the Bank contract in the past, Randy Orton knows how the Money in the Bank ladder match can change a career. And the only thing on the mind of the Viper right about now is winning that Money in the Bank briefcase once again in his career. But who does Randy Orton have to get past tonight in order to qualify for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match? We are about to find out. The first Money in the Bank qualifying matchup for SmackDown Live is about to be underway. But who is Randy Orton facing?
And his opponent from Lucerne, Switzerland, weighing in at 232 pounds, Cesaro!
It's the Swiss Superman, the King of Swing. It's Cesaro. And Cesaro has never won the Money in the Bank briefcase in his career. There is a first time for everything, or so the saying goes. Will this be the year of Cesaro? If Cesaro can qualify for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, it very well might. The Money in the Bank contract is a game changer, and Cesaro out of the gate went for the European uppercut. Randy Orton was able to evade. And now Orton looking for a fall-away slam perhaps. Cesaro lands on his feet and there's a sleeper suplex from behind. That is one way that you can kick off a matchup. My goodness. Tensions high in this high-stakes situation. Cesaro now with the back body drop. And there's a kick to the back as well. Cesaro gaining the upper hand as this matchup begins. Here comes some strikes from the Swiss Superman. Orton going to be sent off the ropes again, and this time Cesaro catches him with a clothesline. First the back body drop, then the clothesline, and now a double foot stomp to the midsection as well. Cesaro is in fuego. But as I say that, Randy Orton catches Cesaro with the snap suplex. Cesaro tried to grab Randy Orton. Orton backed off and then delivered that snap suplex, following up now with a backbreaker. And now possibly another suplex, but Cesaro catches him with the knee. Oh, rolling elbow by the King of Swing. Randy could be out of it, at least for the moment. And Cesaro gonna show off his power. Deadlift, gut-wrench suplex from Cesaro. And now Randy Orton sent into the corner. Cesaro utilizing his power advantage. The shoulder tackles there in the corner. And now stomping out the Viper. This matchup has been all Cesaro thus far pretty much. Very little offense for Randy Orton. But there's a snapmare takedown. Orton looking for a comeback as he delivers an elbow to the skull and then one to the chest as well. Is this the comeback for the Apex Predator? There's a knee to the back. And now Randy Orton getting Cesaro back up to a vertical base. Oh, and there's an exploder suplex. And that forces Cesaro to roll out to the apron. And Randy Orton has Cesaro exactly where he needs him to be. Hangman's neckbreaker off the middle rope by Orton. That is what you call utilizing your surroundings to your advantage. But now off that jawbreaker, Cesaro sends Orton into the corner. And there's a European uppercut by Cesaro. And that rocked Randy Orton. Randy is rocked. And Cesaro looking to capitalize. Pop-up power slam. Another example of the power that Cesaro possesses. Here's the cover and only gets a 2 count. Barely a 2 count at that. More damage needs to be made. As now Cesaro with the punches. Randy firing back. And there's a European uppercut now from Randy Orton. Takedown into a submission maneuver. Oh, look at this. Inverted Boston Crab. Locked in by Randy Orton. And Cesaro is able to escape it though. And Cesaro gets dropped by that clothesline. Randy Orton looking for the RKO. Cesaro saw it coming, but he did not see that coming. The stun gun by the Viper. And there's another elbow to the chest. Randy Orton turning this matchup around, but Cesaro not going down without a fight. As again, look at the power being put on display. Randy just gets slammed into the canvas. And now Cesaro with something on his mind. He sets Randy Orton up against the ropes. And Cesaro with a clothesline. Out of the ring goes Randy Orton. And no way. Well, this is a high-stakes situation. How about a high risk? Tope Suicida by Cesaro. Randy Orton gets sent back inside the ring. Cesaro, no wasted motion as he ascends the turnbuckle. To the top right goes Cesaro, and the Swiss Superman may be about to fly. Oh, but Randy caught him with a power slam out of midair. Randy's done it. No, he hasn't. Not quite. And now Randy Orton trying to fire up himself. Randy Orton trying to fire up. More clotheslines here now from the Viper. And there's another power slam. Vintage Randy Orton. And Cesaro's in a precarious situation now. Cesaro's all set up for the elevated spike DDT. And Randy Orton thinking about what his next move is going to be. He hooks the outside leg of Cesaro, and Randy Orton almost put away the King of Swing. But almost does not count. You gotta think that the RKO has to be coming. As now Cesaro delivers the back elbow out of the corner. Randy Orton now in the corner for another European uppercut. And now Cesaro launches Orton into the air and catches him on the way down with another European uppercut. This could be it, no. Another 2 count and another near fall. Both of these men looking to take advantage of this opportunity and qualify for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. But again, look at this strength. The delayed butterfly suplex by Cesaro. Oh, but Randy Orton back to his feet, big forearm. And another European uppercut from the Viper. Cesaro tried to grab him, missed out. And now Randy Orton. Oh, wait a minute, Cesaro, what a counter. The counter arm drag by Cesaro. Beautiful escape. And now Randy Orton sent to the outside. No, he hangs on. Orton hangs on to the ropes. And now Cesaro with a shot there to the face. Randy's dazed. Randy's confused. And Cesaro's got something on his mind again. Cesaro with a superplex from the apron back into the ring. Cover Cesaro to qualify for Money in the Bank. No! Randy just got that shoulder up. What a move. What strength from Cesaro. But he could not put Randy Orton down for the 3 count. Cesaro staying focused though, and he's calling for an uppercut train. Here come the uppercuts from Cesaro. And here comes the uppercut train. All aboard. Randy sent across the ring for another one. And now Cesaro off the ropes. Drop kick. Cesaro once again is in fuego, just like he was when the matchup started. And now Randy set up against the ropes again. Deja vu for Randy Orton, but this time he knew what was coming. Cesaro possibly thinking about another tope suicida. Big shot there to Orton. And now Cesaro again off the top. Crossbody. Cesaro with the crossbody into the cover. Shoulders down. Oh my goodness. What is it going to take to put one of these men down? Oh, another European uppercut by Orton. And now Randy Orton pounding on the mat. He's looking for the RKO. Can he finally hit it? No. Cesaro's got that move scouted. But now Cesaro gets sent into the corner. And Randy Orton, oh, just scraping Cesaro's face on the top rope. Randy Orton breaking a few rules. The referee never saw it. As there's a measured punch to the face of Cesaro. And now Cesaro being set up again. Here comes another elevated spike DDT. And this may be the beginning of the end for Cesaro. As Randy hooks the leg once again for the victory. No, Cesaro still in this. But I can bet that Cesaro is rocked after that DDT. And there's the RKO. Cesaro couldn't find the counter that time. Orton has qualified for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. What a matchup. What a showing for both men. Randy Orton now joins the likes of Monday Night Raw's Baron Corbin and Kevin Owens in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, set to take place in 3 weeks at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Can Orton win the Money in the Bank briefcase again in his career? We are back here on SmackDown Live, and still to come your way tonight, 2 powerhouses will collide when Bobby Lashley goes one-on-one with Apollo Crews in another men's Money in the Bank qualifying matchup. You owe me an explanation, AJ. What the hell was that last week? What are you talking about, Pete? What am I talking about? I'm talking about our tag team match with Tommaso Ciampa and EC3 last week. You took the fall. You let the team down. I want an explanation. Look, Pete, I don't have time to argue. I got things to do, alright? But if you've got an issue with me, then let's settle it in the ring like men. How about that? And for good measure, I'll see what I can do to make our match a #1 contenders match. So the winner becomes #1 contender to the World Heavyweight Championship. What do you say to that? I'm not going to say no to any opportunity that gets me a WWE Championship match. You're on. See you in the ring. Well, let's hope that AJ Styles can fulfill that endeavor, because that match sounds awesome.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha Banks.
Right now, though, it is time for the first women's Money in the Bank qualifying matchup, as there is Sasha Banks. She is set for action next here on the blue brand, and she has displayed a new attitude as of late. She is far more aggressive, and you know that that Money in the Bank contract is on her mind right now. She would love nothing more than to walk out of the Money in the Bank pay-per-view with that Money in the Bank briefcase in her possession. As here comes her opponent.
And accompanied by Nikki Bella, representing the Bella Twins from Scottsdale, Arizona,
Brie Bella on the left, Nikki Bella on the right. It indeed will be Brie Bella competing in this matchup tonight with Sasha Banks. Both women looking to join Charlotte Flair in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Only one woman can advance though. Which one will it be? Bella Twins, of course, fan favourites amongst many WWE fans. And tonight it will be Brie Bella competing in action against Sasha Banks. Here we go, we are now underway. Winner goes to the Money in the Bank pay-per-view to compete in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, as there's a takedown by Brie Bella early on. But Sasha Banks quickly changes up the scene, applies the head scissors, but Brie is able to escape. And now Brie going to be sent off the ropes. Sasha with the drop down and the leapfrog. And Sasha now with the Lou Thesz press. Sasha just unloading on Brie. The punches raining down on the face, but now Brie answers back with the arm drag. And Sasha is picked back up to her feet. And there's a nice suplex from Brie Bella. And now it's Brie Bella with the head scissors applied on Sasha Banks, but Sasha now will escape. And we are again at a stalemate. Big forearms from Sasha now coming out. Brie Bella dazed. There's another forearm. And another one. My goodness, the viciousness of Sasha Banks, as there's a disrespectful slap to the back of the head. And now Sasha just stomping Brie Bella face first into the mat. And this is the new attitude of Banks that I was referring to when she made her entrance. A completely more aggressive nature of the legit boss. Mat slam there by the hair. And now Brie forced to roll out to the apron. Big shot delivered there to Banks. And now Brie Bella, drop kick right to the knee. Great strategy there by Brie Bella, targeting the foundation of Sasha. And now there's a nice suplex, double underhook style, taking down Banks. And Brie Bella needs to keep this up. Oh, but now Sasha with the fireman's carry takeover. But Brie Bella reversing right back with another arm drag. Back and forth between these two as there's a drop kick. And oh, Sasha with the small package, trying to take Brie Bella by surprise. But Brie will kick out at 1. Oh, big uppercut by Brie Bella and a clothesline as well. Brie in control of the matchup at hand. Remember, this is a women's Money in the Bank qualifying match. As again, Brie goes right to the knee. And now Sasha Banks having some trouble standing up. No surprise, as Brie Bella really focusing on the legs, specifically the knees of the legit boss. And now Banks rolling to the outside, trying to create a bit of separation. And Brie Bella is in pursuit, but now Banks gets back inside the ring and oh, Sasha luring Brie Bella outside the ring and just taking full advantage of the situation. Oh, drop kick now to the back. Oh, went for that kick, but Brie Bella able to evade it. And now Brie off that right hand to the back of Banks. Sets up Sasha and delivers a kick to the midsection. And now Brie Bella firing up herself. Oh, what a knee strike. A knee right to the skull of Banks, and Banks could be out of it. Here's a cover by Brie Bella to qualify for Money in the Bank. No, Sasha kicks out. The matchup continues as now both women back to their feet. Sasha misses wildly with that slap attempt. And now Brie Bella into the label lock. Shouts out to her husband, Daniel Bryan. Brie Bella's got it locked in. And is Sasha going to tap out here? Can Sasha survive? Yes, she can. Separation made. As now Sasha went for the forearm, caught one instead from Brie Bella. There's a kick though to the midsection, and Sasha didn't miss that one. What a forearm smash by the legit boss. And Sasha now looks to follow up. Oh, there's Bankrupt. Bankrupt connects. And now looking for the bank statement. She's looking to cash in her check. There's the backstabber, knees to the spine, and now the bank statement is locked in. Sasha with the bank statement. What is Brie Bella going to do here? She may have to tap out now. No, instead she rolls up Banks. Shoulders down. Referee slightly out of position, only leads to a 2 count. And now Sasha evades the kick, rolls up Brie. And Brie will kick out. Near fall after near fall. This matchup could be over in an instant. As now Brie Bella gets sent off the ropes. Sasha with another clothesline. And now Sasha is feeling it. And now Sasha getting Brie back up to a vertical base. Here comes the boss with a couple of clotheslines. And a calf kick for good measure. Brie Bella again being picked back up to her feet. Sasha now sends her into the corner. And Brie does not want to be there. But wait a minute, collar and elbow tie up. Brie shoves Banks away. And now Brie Bella, oh, inverted jawbreaker. Dazes the boss. And now Brie looking for a kick, but Sasha was able to find the counter. And now Sasha Banks setting up Brie on the top rope. Oh, what a neck breaker. That could be it. Sasha into the cover to qualify for Money in the Bank. No, another 2 count. This matchup continues to roll on. Big chop now to the chest. Jab to the midsection by Brie. Back and forth once again. And now Brie off the forearm is in fuego. Sasha Banks sent into the corner now. And Brie Bella lining her up. What does Brie have on her mind? Oh, Sasha finds a counter. Double knees though to the face. And a missile drop kick as well. Here comes Brie Bella as her sister watches on from ringside. Forearm in the corner. This is not looking good for the boss. But wait a minute. Brie Bella tried to stomp out the boss, but Sasha with the trip up. And now into the bank statement. The bank statement locked in again. What is Brie Bella going to do now? Can she survive this again? No, she can't. She has to tap out. Sasha Banks has qualified for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
Here is your winner, Sasha Banks.
So that is Charlotte Flair from Raw and Sasha Banks from SmackDown Live that have qualified for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Well, we have an update now regarding our main event tonight because AJ Styles has done it, the mad lad. He's pulled it off. He will face Pete Dunne later on tonight. The winner will become #1 contender to the WWE World Heavyweight title. What a matchup that will be. We are back here on SmackDown Live and we now know 3 of the participants in the Men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Baron Corbin and Kevin Owens from Monday Night Raw and Randy Orton from SmackDown Live. The Women's Money in the Bank ladder match on the other hand, we only know 2 of the participants thus far. Those are Charlotte Flair from Monday Night Raw and Sasha Banks from SmackDown Live. Also at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, we will crown the first Intercontinental Champion of the new calendar year as a Fatal 4-Way elimination match will determine the Intercontinental Champion as Aleister Black, Noam Dar, Ricochet and Keith Lee battle to become Intercontinental Champion. And of course the Fiend Bray Wyatt will defend the Universal Championship against the Freak Lars Sullivan. It is the Fiend versus the Freak at Money in the Bank. Right now though, it is time to find out another participant in the Men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Here comes the Almighty.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Colorado Springs, Colorado, weighing in at 273 pounds, the almighty Bobby Lashley, a powerhouse in every sense of the word, but he is scheduled to face another powerhouse in Apollo Crews. This is power versus power in our next matchup, and it is going to be very interesting to see who walks out with the victory. Again, this is another Men's Money in the Bank qualifying matchup, so the winner will join the likes of Baron Corbin, Kevin Owens and Randy Orton in the Men's Money in the Bank ladder match in 3 weeks' time. Lashley's in the ring as we now await the arrival of Apollo Crews. And there he is, the athletically gifted Apollo Crews is live in Washington, D.C. And his opponent from Stone Mountain, Georgia, weighing in at 241 pounds, Apollo Crews.
Not only are these two men extremely powerful athletes, they are also incredibly quick. I give the edge to Apollo in terms of speed, but I'm not taking anything away from the quickness of the Almighty. Believe me when I say these two men can certainly move when the time calls for it. As here we go, this Men's Money in the Bank qualifying matchup is about to be underway. There's the bell, here we go. Crews one-on-one with Lashley. And Crews went for a punch there after that collar and elbow tie-up, but it is Lashley that comes out on top.
Boot to the face now, though, by Crews. And now Apollo Crews going to show off some of that power. Look at this. A stalling suplex being brought to your screens by Apollo Crews. This is incredible. What power. And we have only just started this matchup. Crews again missing out on that boot. But he answers back with a forearm smash. Here comes Apollo Crews trying to put the blows in early as he looks for another suplex. Lashley this time catches him with that knee and a kick to the gut. And now Lashley showcasing his power. This is tit for tat. Military press slam by Lashley, and Lashley just taking the time to stomp out Crews there. And now Crews, bulldozing through the referee thanks to Bobby Lashley. But Crews firing out of the corner with that clothesline to the back. An explosive start to this matchup, that is for sure, as now Crews deadlifting up Lashley for the gut-wrench suplex. But Lashley answering back with the double leg takedown. And now Bobby Lashley, no Crews with a back body drop now. Crews staying in control, but Lashley putting up one hell of a fight. Look at this back and forth. Fireman's carry takeover by Apollo. And now Crews with the neck breaker. Apollo Crews already has one loss under his belt. As there's a fall away, Samoan drop. As I was saying though, Crews already has one loss under his belt to EC3. He is looking to make up for that here tonight as Lashley gets hung up to dry. And now Bobby Lashley being repositioned in the center of the ring. But Lashley catches Crews with the knee lift. And now Bobby Lashley looking for a comeback. Full Nelson slam. That will do the trick. And now Bobby Lashley, no Crews again, reverses. Apollo Crews is like a wild animal tonight. He is incensed at picking up a victory. And who can blame him? Not only does he need to even up his win-loss record, but he also wants to qualify for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Superplex, there by Crews. And now a stomp right to the face. And now Apollo Crews lines up Lashley for the drop kick. Went for the stomp, Lashley back up to his feet with that kick to the gut. Once more, but Crews is back to his feet already. And now Apollo Crews into the Tequila Sunrise. Submission maneuver locked in here on the Almighty. What is Lashley going to do here? He may have to submit. No, he fights out of the submission. Separation created. And now there's a snap suplex by Bobby Lashley. And Lashley setting up Crews. What a cutter. Cutter connects. Lashley into the cover and only gets a 1 count. Are you kidding me? More damage needs to be made. What a shocking kick out there by Apollo Crews. Only a 1 count off that cutter. And now Crews with the spinning heel kick upside the head. Standing shooting star press to follow up. Crews now hooking the outside leg to qualify. No. Only a 2 count there for Apollo, but Crews control may be on its way. Apollo looking for the punch to set it up, but Lashley saw it coming. And now Lashley with some shots. Crews now set up against the ropes. Lashley continuing the offense. And there's a clothesline on the rebound to the ropes. Bobby Lashley getting back into this. Lashley looking to slow down the offense of Apollo Crews with this hammerlock, but Crews is having none of it. He is far too motivated here this evening. Here comes another suplex. Lashley again catches him with the knee. And now the flatliner by Bobby Lashley. Cruz just got planted, and now he's about to get planted again. There's the cutter. A second cutter to Apollo Crews. Lashley not quite done yet. The cutter didn't bring Lashley to win last time. He wants to finish this. There's the spear, and that will be it. No, it won't. I believed for a second there that the matchup was over, but Crews is such a resilient individual. Bobby Lashley arguing there with the official momentarily. And now Crews picked back up to his feet. Bobby Lashley, oh, he sends Crews into the official. Maybe knowingly, I'm not too sure. As now Bobby Lashley with a clothesline in the corner. Crews just got dropped. Oh, but Crews drops Bobby Lashley with the leg trip. And now Crews looking for cruise control once again. Can he hit it this time? Oh no, crossbody by Lashley. What a counter. What a counter by the Almighty. And now Lashley's lining up Apollo Crews once again. Lashley with a second spear, turning Crews inside out. But Lashley's still not done. He wants to make sure that he has this matchup in the bag. Bobby Lashley with the Dominator, and that has to be it. Lashley the cover. Bobby Lashley qualifies for Money in the Bank.
Here is your winner, the Almighty Bobby Lashley.
The Almighty now joins the likes of Corbin, Owens and Orton in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. But wait a minute, I don't think he's done. I do not think Bobby Lashley is done with Apollo Crews yet. He is not. Apollo Crews up on the shoulders of Lashley, and he gets sent into the ringside barricade. What is the meaning of this? Crews now sent back inside the ring. The matchup is over. This is completely uncalled for. But I guess Bobby Lashley wants to send a message to the rest of the superstars in the Money in the Bank ladder match. That is the third cutter that Crews has suffered at the hands of Lashley. The Almighty with a statement made here tonight to Kevin Owens, to Baron Corbin, and to Randy Orton, the other participants in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Lashley now joins them as tonight he's qualified for Money in the Bank.
So all I'm saying, bro, is that I think I've got a good case here to being added to the #1 contender main event match tonight. I was one of the final 2 men standing inside the chamber, bro. You know what, Matt? The Rock is obliged to agree. You were one of the final 2 men inside that chamber. So The Rock's going to add you to the main event tonight. The Rock's going to make it a triple threat. Thanks, bro. You won't regret it.
Well, it has been quite the night for negotiations. Our main event just became a triple threat match. And here comes the man that has been added to that matchup. It's the original bro. It's Matt Riddle.
The following contest is a triple threat match. Making his way to the ring from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 216 pounds, Matt Riddle.
Just when you thought this main event match could not get any better, here comes Matt Riddle. Riddle has been added to this #1 contenders match, making it a triple threat situation. And well, Matt Riddle has the opportunity of a lifetime, along with AJ Styles and the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne. Speaking of which, here comes the Bruiserweight.
And his opponents, first, from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 205 pounds, the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne.
Dunne has 1 victory under his belt since this new calendar year began, but he also has 2 losses. and he's looking to even up that score here tonight. So again, the winner of this triple threat #1 contenders match will take on Tommaso Ciampa for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at the upcoming Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Pete Dunne did not take too kindly to picking up a loss last week, but he seems to blame AJ Styles for that loss last week. Heads collided earlier tonight on the blue brand, and that is when AJ Styles challenged Dunne to a #1 contenders match. That match has now become a triple threat match.
And from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
There is the phenomenal one, and you gotta wonder how Styles and Dunne feel about this situation, because this matchup was originally supposed to be Styles versus Dunne. What do they make of Matt Riddle being added to this equation? As here we go, first man to gain a pinfall or submission will walk out as #1 contender to the WWE World Heavyweight title. And we are underway, and Riddle out of the gate went for the knee there to Styles. Styles now evading the knee and delivering a drop kick to Pete Dunne. And that allows Matt Riddle to take advantage. Gut-wrench suplex by Riddle, and he keeps his grip to deliver another one. You need eyes in the back of your head in a matchup like this. As you see right here, Matt Riddle now going to be on the receiving end of a suplex because he took his eyes off of the bruiserweight. And now Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne loves bending those digits, and Matt Riddle is going to feel this firsthand. Oh my goodness! Riddle may have a broken arm. In the meantime, Styles back into this matchup with the phenomenal blitz. And Styles the only man standing right now. But that is quickly going to change because now both Dunne and Riddle make it back up to their feet. Ripcord lariat by Styles to Riddle. And now Styles drops the knee right to the skull. And here comes Pete Dunne. Styles catches him with a brainbuster. My goodness. What an explosive start to this triple threat match. Fireman's carry takeover now by Matt Riddle. And Riddle follows up with the Exploder suplex. Riddle just launches Styles across the ring, and now they go behind into a German suplex with a release. Riddle in control of the matchup now, as Pete Dunne interjects himself with a forearm smash. My goodness. And now Styles trying to get back into this matchup. And wait a minute, Styles and Riddle with the double team. And Styles, I think, was looking for a drop kick there on Riddle. Riddle was able to dodge it. Gutbuster now by the original Bro. And he drops the Broton across the midsection of Styles. And now Dunne picked back up to his feet and sent off the ropes. Riddle, spinebuster now. And now Matt Riddle with a roundhouse kick to the side of Pete Dunne's skull. Riddle in charge of the matchup at hand. As Pete Dunne is picked back up to his feet. Riddle with the open palm strike, followed by a chop. And now Pete Dunne gets hung up to dry. Styles back into the ring, catches that spinning backhand, leg sweep, and another Broton. What a combination there by Riddle. Another open palm strike knocks down Pete Dunne. And Dunne rolls to the outside of the ring. Meanwhile, Riddle ascends the turnbuckle. Styles is in Riddle's sights. Matt Riddle off the top. Double axe handle to the back of Styles. Styles tried to climb up with Riddle. And he caught that double axe handle to the back. Another Broton by Riddle. This time off the top. Here's the cover. Riddle, no. Only a 2 count for Matt Riddle. As here comes Pete Dunne back into the mix. Kimura lock on Styles, but Riddle is there to break it up. The matchup continues. As now, wait a minute, Pete Dunne snapping the fingers of Riddle. And there's a German suplex to follow. Pete Dunne could have the matchup won. Dunne to become #1 contender right here. The referee slow to make the count and Riddle stays in it. And now Matt Riddle going after AJ Styles with some more open palm strikes. And a roundhouse kick scores as well. One for Pete Dunne also. And now Matt Riddle is in fuego. He's a one-man wrecking crew. Gut-wrench suplex once again by Riddle. And there's another one with the release. Matt Riddle is feeling it. Is Riddle on his way to become #1 contender? He very well may. As Dunne is up on the shoulders, there's another gutbuster. Knee right into the midsection, and there's another Broton as well. And now Riddle going after AJ. Styles sent into the corner. And here comes some kicks now to the chest. Matt Riddle is in fuego. Knee in the corner. Oh, but Styles pops right back to his feet. Shot from behind. And now AJ Styles, wait just a second. AJ Styles with the Styles clash to Riddle. Pete Dunne is there. Pete Dunne is there and he breaks up the cover. And now Styles with the stomp to the midsection. Styles barring the arm of the original Bro and twisting it around. He just took a page out of Dunne's playbook as now Pete Dunne delivers the forearm smash. And there's the bitter end. The bitter end by Dunne. Pete Dunne to become #1 contender. No, Styles kicked out. Pete Dunne is feeling it now though. Pete Dunne is fired up. Big kick to the head. AJ Styles may not know where he's at right now. As Pete Dunne, wait a minute, Dunne gets put in the corner. Dunne sends Styles up and over the top rope. Styles back in with the back elbow. And now Dunne is dazed. But wait a minute, Pete Dunne shrugs off the back elbow. There's a power bomb. Suplex into the power bomb by Pete Dunne. Riddle trying to take advantage. But Pete Dunne, oh no, Riddle ducked. Back and forth between Riddle and Dunne. What a triple threat matchup this has been, as now Riddle with a forearm of his own right across the face of the bruiserweight. Dunne is rocked. But wait a minute, there's a knee to the gut of Riddle. And there's a kick to the midsection of Dunne. Back and forth again between these two. Riddle with the suplex. In comes AJ Styles. But Riddle lifts up Styles onto his shoulders. There's the Bro to sleep. German suplex. What a combination. Matt Riddle now. He's got his pick on who he wants to target. He chooses Pete Dunne. Chop to the chest. Dunne responds in kind and delivers a forearm smash. And now Dunne has Styles in his sights. There's another forearm for AJ. And now the bitter end on Styles one more time. Pete Dunne has done it. No, he hasn't. How did Styles kick out of the second bitter end? Oh, and now Styles kick to the midsection. Dunne put in the corner, and there's a clothesline to the back. And it may be time for the phenomenal forearm. That is exactly what Styles is thinking. Pete Dunne better look out. But in comes Riddle. And Styles misses wildly due to Matt Riddle. Snap German suplex though by Dunne. Dunne wipes out Riddle. Oh, and he wipes out AJ as well. Side suplex takes Styles out of the picture. Riddle with the knee strike. Where did that come from? Riddle caught Pete Dunne with the knee strike. And now Matt Riddle lifts up Dunne. Bro to sleep. Into the German suplex once again. But Matt Riddle not done yet. Power bomb. And there's the final flash knee strike. My goodness. What a combination. Matt Riddle, the man of many combos. As now he lines up Dunne for the Broderick. Wait a minute though, Styles interjects himself back into the match. And he's the one who faces the Broderick. Cover on Styles. Dunne still groggy. And Styles kicks out again. How resilient is AJ Styles? And now Pete Dunne, no, Riddle stops himself from going off the ropes, tries to connect with the springboard kick. Pete Dunne saw it coming. And now Dunne went for the forearm. Riddle sees that coming. And there's another bro to sleep into another German. This time Riddle bridges. Riddle has done it. No. What a matchup. And what a showing for all three of these men. Unbelievable main event tonight on SmackDown Live. Snapmare takedown by Riddle. And a kick right to the face. Styles back to his feet. And now Styles catches Riddle in the calf crusher. Submission locked in. What is Riddle going to do? Is Riddle going to tap Styles to become #1 contender? No, Riddle survives. And now Pete Dunne is back to his feet. Riddle with a big kick, wiping out Styles. Pete Dunne with a kick of his own, but Riddle is too fired up to feel it. Another gutbuster from the original bro. And there's another Broton. This could be Riddle's moment. Riddle could be closing in on becoming #1 contender, but he takes his eyes off the prize. That may be a mistake by Matt Riddle as he lifts up Pete Dunne and sends him into the corner. Is Dunne playing possum though? Dunne could be playing possum. As wait a minute, in comes AJ Styles. Styles back into the mix. He catches a kick right to his knee. And now Matt Riddle with the open palm strike to Styles. Styles right back to his feet though. Riddle doesn't realise. Riddle's going to go back after Dunne. And now the bruiserweight and Riddle up top. Superplex by Riddle. And now Matt Riddle realising Styles is back to his feet. Oh my goodness, Riddle accidentally hit the referee. I don't think he meant to do that. And that could cost him. Styles with the calf crusher again. Styles with the calf crusher. Is Riddle going to tap out? No. My goodness, could you imagine if Riddle lost due to that one slight mistake? And now Matt Riddle back to the top turnbuckle, but he decides against jumping because Styles rolled to the outside. And now Riddle went for the Superman punch. Dunne caught him with a forearm out of midair. My goodness, did you see that? And now Pete Dunne. Snapmare takedown on Riddle. Big punch to the side of the head. And now this could be Dunne's moment. Pete Dunne with a boot right to the face. Is that the finishing blow? Cover on Riddle, no. Another near fall. And in comes AJ Styles once again. Riddle looking for the Superman punch. Styles evades. And now Riddle sent to the outside. Riddle though hangs onto the ropes. Dunne misses out on that kick. Back elbow delivered though. And now Styles with a jab to the midsection. It's back and forth between these two. Calf crusher now on Pete Dunne. AJ Styles to become #1 contender. Is Pete Dunne going to submit? No, he hangs on. All three of these men are displaying absolutely unbelievable resilience. But wait a minute. A third bitter end to Styles. Pete Dunne into the cover. Pete Dunne to become #1 contender. Can Riddle break it up? No, he can't. Pete Dunne has done it. Dunne is #1 contender.
Here is your winner, the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne will face Tommaso Ciampa for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at Money in the Bank. What a main event. Thanks for tuning in, guys.